Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Bad and 5. I figured I'd have a beer and do a video because, as I said before, I have been kind of slacking with my videos. So, yeah, let's go ahead and do another one because there's one thing that really bothers me about YouTube, and it's something I think I've complained about in the past, and that's the lack of video responses. And I know, like, years and years and years ago, this is like when I first got started on YouTube, I actually made a video complaining about how many video responses there were. And this was mostly in response to people like just random people who wanted to get traffic to their channel back when, having, 10,000 subscribers was a huge deal. But people were like putting their videos that had nothing to do with anything onto people like The Amazing Atheist. He was pretty much like the biggest atheist at the time that just talked about normal shit, outside of, like strictly scientific videos and things like that. So as a result, you don't really get to see video responses to you unless someone puts a comment, which most of the time it's marked as spam just automatically, I guess, so people aren't trying to pimp out their own shit in your comment section. But, you have to do a vanity search, basically, just to get out some results. So anyhow, I got a video response, technically, from Gluteus Illuminatus, and this was in response to my Cecil the Lion video. And I believe it's called, like, the Vegetarian Paradox, because, I said in the video, I'm a vegetarian, but I try to stay away from the politics of that because I'm not the type that, likes to push that kind of thing. It's very trivial to basically judge someone on their diet and say, I don't like you because you consume something that I don't agree with when, it's whatever to me. If you want to do it, fine, just don't push it on me. In fact, it is weird to me that a lot of media is like, God, vegetarians and vegans are so forceful with their beliefs. But then when someone tells them they don't eat meat, like, why? Or like sometimes they tend to, like, sometimes, at least in my experience, they'll just ask you questions like, well, if you think about it like this, what if people stopped eating meat? What would happen to all this? Okay, I'm not saying everyone needs to stop eating meat, but anyway, the question I guess you could say it's a question put forth was, isn't it better that Cecil the Lion is dead because now he is not able to kill all of the little cute animals out there, which I think is absolutely fucking ridiculous. And it might have been like a tongue-in-cheek type of question, and it very well could be, and I'm not going to say, I know for a fact one way or the other. It did kind of seem more like lighthearted, but to me, it's kind of like asking, well, you're an atheist, why do you celebrate Christmas? Anyone who has like a belief system like this, or someone, they do something that you may not understand, it's like anyone with an open mind has kind of pondered this question. I think most vegetarians and vegans, etc., who have, thought about these issues, they've actually come to a pretty fair conclusion. My conclusion is this. Since I cannot stop everyone from eating meat, and I can't stop animals from eating meat, all I can do is control what I eat. That's it. And in fact, in the past, I actually did a video to fucking Onision, basically criticizing him because he, at least at one time, I'm not sure about now, he had cats, and cats are carnivores. I have 3. So that means that we have to contribute, my wife and I, we have to contribute to their diet, and that means buying meat for them. And we, buy the wet food, the dry food has meat in it. We'll buy tuna sometimes because they really dig that. And even though we can't stand the smell, I've never been able to really tolerate the smell of tuna, but whatever. So we've had to basically say, okay, well, they have to have it, we don't. That's it. I mean, I have had meat for over 6 years. She hasn't had meat for, I think, around 12. So, yeah, we just kind of look at it like that. But also, on that same note, we have 3 dogs, and dogs can be vegetarian. And I'm going to get on, like, this whole omnivore thing in a second. Dogs can be vegetarian, but it's very expensive. Now, are we poor? No. We're actually doing pretty well for ourselves. We have a decent amount, we make a decent amount of money together. We're able to, splurge here and there. Like me, with every paycheck, I'd be like, you know what, I'm going to spend a couple $100 on just some shit. Just shit I don't need. But, hey, why not? I want it. We could make them vegetarian, but we choose not to just because of the money that's involved. Now, the omnivore thing, this is something I hear all the fucking time from certain people. They'll say, well, humans are omnivores. Yes, that means that we can consume, we can digest pretty much anything, but there are certain things that we can't. I mean, like, flies can eat shit. Humans, I guess we technically could, but it's not really going to be good for our diet. We can eat plants and meat. And, to that point, I mean, there are plenty of people who live, like, pretty much strictly on meat, and they survive. And there are people that survive strictly on fruit. They live on that. Now, to me, that goes way too fucking far, but that's not my thing, so I don't really care. I don't really see a lot of fruitarians, pushing their beliefs on other people. So, to me, that's neither here nor there. But again, I mean, this is something that anyone who has taken up this diet, this lifestyle choice, has thought of, hopefully, and pondered it, and either they come to the conclusion, like, well, I don't think it's right, so I'm not going to do it, but I'm not going to, act as if animals shouldn't. I mean, cats are carnivores, so can't really expect them to go hunting plants. It's just not going to happen. Or they say, you know what, I don't really know if I agree. I think I'm going to eat meat again. Because there are plenty of vegetarians that start eating meat again. It happens from time to time. In fact, my aunt's boyfriend, his daughter, she was a vegan, and then she was just unhealthy, so she had to start eating some kind of meat. It just had to be in her diet, so she decided fish, and she eats fish very rarely, but if she needs meat, that's what she's going to consume. I really don't care. I mean, but then again, I don't really talk to her, so I'm not going to go one way or the other. I don't really like her as a person, but again, neither here nor there. But the thing is, like, I don't understand, like, these little, like, jabs. Like, again, I don't really get political with the shit. Even, like, when someone has asked me, like, why did you go vegetarian? Generally speaking, those videos I did, they were getting, like, very low views compared to what I was usually getting at that time. So, I don't care. You can do whatever the fuck you want. If you're not forcing it on me, hey, no big deal. You're a meat eater. I mean, the majority of people, I think I'm, like, one of 4 people where I work that refuses to eat meat. Out of, like, 100 and some people. Hey, whatever. My coworkers, they know I'm gonna be cool with it. They don't push any of their shit on me. Sometimes they ask little questions like, "Well, what do you eat? Like, what kind of foods do you like?" Or, you generally get the, like, "What's the one kind of meat you miss?" and blah blah blah. And generally speaking, I answer, but it's just like, God damn it, people, can we just stop this? So anyhow, wanted to get that one out of the way. So anyhow, yeah. This is Bad and 5 now. See you guys next time.